Howdy, welcome back to the farm. We're going to have a little update on the three sisters today. And first, I was going to show you a few of the transplants from last month, standing next to this apple tree right here. And it has grown. Believe it or not, it really took off right away. So, one of the things about transplants in this uh, growing zone, really need to knock off any kind of transplants by mid-May. So the last few trees that I put in are going to be the last trees of this particular season. I will be putting some more in the fall. But now let's talk about the three sisters. As you can see right here, we're having some good growth. Corn's coming up already. We're going to have a close-up view of the squash and the beans. So as these things continue to grow taller, what happens is your beans will start to wrap around the corn, and they will climb the corn, and then the squash is going to spread out and make a natural ground cover. This is a good example of what's going on right here in a real tight ecosystem. With this grouping, the squash will spread and cover the ground, keeping the moisture in. The bean will climb up the corn and provide nitrogen back into the soil for the corn. You can see this one's already kind of started to head towards the corn. If you have time, you can come out here and help train them into the correct area. Of course, if you're working with acres and acres of three sisters, you're probably just going to rely on it finding it on its own. So, a couple of other transplants before I end this video. Got some black walnut established right here, and that looks like it's probably going to take pretty well. Guys, the best thing you can do, like we talked about in the last farm update video, is to mulch with natural forest products. I've been adding a lot more mulch from this nice rich and fertile spot over here. So when I go rake down and dig down into this area, I get a combination of wood chips and organic matter, pine needles, leaves. And I can tell that it's good stuff because as soon as I rake it, worms start flying out everywhere. They're trying to get themselves back into the dirt. But on top of the wood chips today, you can see where I piled in a bunch of that good forest mulch from where I had just showed you. And then my last apple tree that I planted a week ago, pretty much a carbon copy of the other apple tree, but it is shorter. It's a Granny Smith variety, and no, it did not go into shock. It is going to come back just fine, as you can see by those buds right there. Once again, I had to carry it up here on the back of my truck, going 70 miles an hour. It just ripped all the leaves off of it. So, as you can tell, we've had plenty of rain, and everything is growing good. So I hope whatever you plant, you enjoy the heck out of it.